we have John Foreman here, a Istrouma great. And when I say Istrouma great, he did some great things at Istrouma. When he was at Istrouma, he played football and basketball. And he went on to play at Southern University. And we're going to ask him a few questions about that. And then what he's been doing for the last 20 years. But we're going to start the interview off by asking John. John, where you state the state of Istrouma High football is at right now?
Because right now, I think it's in a good place. And it can actually get a whole lot better with the coaching staff they have now. And I think the team is doing a good job of buying into what Coach Sid is doing. And they're playing good football. Lost a couple of games, but I think they're going to get it together. Lost a couple of games that maybe should have won. Yes. So would you say this year, next year, 3 years from now? Well, this year I see them going to the playoff, coach. Okay. And next year I see them contending with Catholic High, the high-ranking teams of our parish, coach. In 2 years, you think he's going to turn around in 2 years? Yes, sir. I was thinking maybe 3. Because I'm thinking the same thing with Dion. Maybe 3. Everybody, right now, Dion, but I'm thinking 3 years, they're going to be where they need to be. But you saying 2. Coach, I say 2, because next year I see we having more people come to the game. The community is supporting the team and supporting him. I think they're going to get it done, coach. We shall see. We shall see. Now, so, what's some of the things that you remember about being a Istrouma great? John did some marvelous things and had a lot of scholarships. He ended up going to Southern, but what's some of the things that you remember about being at Istrouma? Coach, Istrouma was a good time. It was fun times. I remember me going there as a freshman. The first year, we only won 1 game. The next year, we made the playoff, bro. We made it to the second round of the playoff. And ever since then, we was getting higher and higher in the ranking and the playoff. It was a fun time, especially playing with my cousin Lionel Hayes at quarterback. One of the best quarterbacks ever to play this game. Watch out now. Watch out. I know about 2-time Bayou Class MVP. I know a little bit about it. So what would you say? Would you say your 4 years at Istrouma may be similar to these kids' 4 years at Istrouma? But you say you think they're going to make the playoff this year. Coach, I think they're going to make the playoff this year. And for us, me being at Istrouma, coach, our 4 years was we had top-ranked teams. We had #1 Catholic High. We played against every year. And our senior year, we beat them to go to the playoffs. Maybe junior, senior year, I heard. Well, we beat them junior and senior. Oh yeah, I heard about it. So tell me this. I heard you went and talked to the players. You went and talked to the Istrouma players, the president of the Istrouma players. What's some of the things, the highlights of what you said to them? Being accountable for your own actions. Listening to the coach. Do what you're supposed to do. Make your plays. Work. Be leaders. Do all those things when they're gonna come with all that. I got you. Okay, let's go on a little bit across town. We in the city of Baton Rouge. Let's jump to North Baton Rouge. The Southern University Jaguar. John played 3 years for Southern, and I'm gonna let him tell you, I heard, and you might can help me, I heard you broke a lot of records at Southern. Yeah, Coach, before I left, I had 5 records that I broke. You remember them records, John? Coach, I had the longest play wide receiver from line of scrimmage. How many yards? 88 yards. Wow, okay, okay. Against Jackson State. 1. I had the most catches in the season by wide receiver. You remember that? I think it was like 70-something. Okay, 2. I had the most yards, which was like 1,400 yards in one season. 3 records. I had the most touchdowns when I had like 25, 26 as a senior. Total. Well, for that one season. 25, 26, one season. Yes, sir. Talk to me. Can you remember that last one, John? That last one, Coach. So we got yards, we got touchdowns, we got receptions. We got the longest. What could the other one? We gonna get back with it. Yes, sir. But hey, it's gonna come back to me. I'm gonna say, look, I gotta give him one. Ooh, this a bad ball. This a bad ball. And look, he broke. That's 4 records. John, you know all of them. You think they still standing? I think 2 of them was broken since then. 2 of them been broken. Yeah. Cause I remember when I was at Southeastern, I broke the tackling record, 143 in a season. Yeah. Coach Mac Evans was my coach at Southeastern Louisiana, and that record still holds. 143 on the season for Southeastern still holds as linebacker. Now let's connect this thing, John. Who was
your high school coach?
Coach McKinley Evans, and you, Coach Parker.
But I was on defense side. You play little cornerback.
I played defense.
See, you play little cornerback. Skeeter tried to play cornerback. He couldn't play no good. Skeeter, get your butt back over that quarterback. All right, but look, John, we're going to wrap this thing up. You know, Southern, by far, Istrouma great. By far, all them records are Southern great. But right now, this Baton Rouge Community Radio, right now, what I heard you've been refereeing for how many years? Refereeing basketball.
Basketball, like 24 years.
24 years. That's a career. That's a career. You got a couple plaques or something.
Not yet.
You didn't get no referee plaque for 20 years? 25? Okay, well look, but connect me, John, with being a referee in a high school game, Baton Rouge Community Radio. How do you feel about working in our community with that job, the fans, the kids, the coaches, just the interaction, anything you want to give me on being a referee in Baton Rouge for 25 years?
Coach, it's a rewarding profession to see the kids go from elementary to now you repping their kids. Now you repping their kids. And now I'm at the point where I'm repping my own kids.
What's that now?
So nephews, nieces.
Whoa, that could be a problem. Because I coach my kids. That was a little adjustment. You refereeing your kids.
Yes, sir.
They want favoritism. They want to, can't do it.
No, sir.
You ain't a little hard on them, is it?
No, I ask them a little hard on them, Coach, because for one, if I'm hard on them, everybody else know I'm going to do what's right.
I'm fair.
Yes, sir.
I'm fair. You know, isn't that the fans get you sometimes?
Coach, really, I don't worry about the fans because they're going to do their job. Yeah. They're going to be fans all the time.
They pay their money?
Yes, sir. That's what they pay their money for.
All right.
And as a referee, I got to be professional all the time.
What about them coaches, man? You got some coaches. I've been dealing with it. With this radio, I'm dealing with it. You got some high-level coaches who, I'm going to say it the right way. You got some prima donna coaches, and you got to cater to them a little bit. What you think about that? With some of them big games.
Well, Coach, right now we got that young group of coaching coming in, and these guys actually, Coach, they do their work. They put in their work. They know the game. That they're making the game better, and we have old coaches like Coach Adja, who've been around for at least 47 years.
Yeah.
And Coach, going from there to there, Coach, I think the game is heading in a good direction.
I'm stamping him. I'm going to put a stamp on him and mail him to college. Look, Istrouma great, a Southern great, and by far, 25 years of referee, he is a legend in 3 different areas. Maybe one day, I talked to Sid about it. He'll be in the Istrouma Hall of Fame. And he so deserved it. John Foreman, Big Coach Leonard Parker halftime show.